This is how I build and launch websites for free using Google Gemini and Netlify. There's zero coding, I have no design skills, and this is completely free to host. And yes, people pay anywhere between $500 to $2,000 for these exact sites. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can build this for yourself. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I'll even show you how you can find these clients. Now, most people fail because they stare at an empty screen, but I'm gonna show you how you can skip that entirely. Because if you start with inspiration, it completely eliminates paralysis. And with the internet, there's so much inspiration out there, literally for any business, any category, anywhere in the world. And I'm gonna show you some of my favorite platforms to find this inspiration. So the first one is Dribbble, and I've done a search for gyms. So you can see that this is just a platform where freelancers can upload their portfolios and clients can actually hire them. And they've got a ton of great ideas. Not only do they sell websites on here or website services, they actually sell apps as well. So if you wanna build an app, you can completely use this strategy and build an app instead. So I wanted something that caught my attention. And the first thing that sticks out is this website here. So you can see here that the agency is called Remake Lab, and they built this entire website inside of this Dribbble platform. And what's great is that you can right click and save this, which is going to come in really handy for the next step. And the reason I like it is because A, it's obviously a gym and I'm going for a gym aesthetic. B, I really like the color scheme. It really grabs my attention. And if it grabs my attention, it's going to grab my clients, potential users and customers' attention. So what I did was I just clicked on the image, right click, and then just save the image as. That's it. That's all you need to do. If you want another platform for inspiration, head over to awards.com. It's spelled AWWARDS. So there's two extra W's in the name. And this is like a platform for award-winning websites where users can actually vote for, which websites or designs they like. And I think they win some kind of design awards or something. I'm not really too sure. I've only just come across this recently, but there's a lot of ideas in here. So if you like the aesthetic of, say, something like this, you can right click and save this and use it as a template, a design reference for the next step. Just actually like a brand guide, right? They've got the design, the layouts, the colors, they've got some videos in here. If you can download the videos, you can upload that as well. And there's so many other websites, but honestly, my favorite has always been Dribbble. And I want to make something very clear here. This is about inspiration, not about copying. So I want to look at colors, I want to look at fonts, I want to look at the structure of these websites, and I want to use that to build my own. So once you have your inspiration and you're ready to build it, you want to head over to Google AI Studio. Now, this is my personal favorite platform because A, it's free, and B, Google lets you use Gemini 3 Pro as well for completely free. And in my opinion, this is the greatest language model in the world right now as I'm recording this video. So select build from the navigation menu and you'll be taken to a prompting screen like this. Now inside of here, you can build anything you want with Gemini. So I'm gonna prompt it with the following. I want you to design a website for a gym called Get Shredded Bra. It's a meathead gym, so think of sweaty walls, grunting men, and I'm gonna attach an image for reference. So use this for design ideas and color palettes. Once you've done that, just upload the reference image that you got from Dribbble or whatever website you're using, and then just click on build. And let's see what Gemini 3 Pro can come up with. Now, none of this has been coded by me. You can see in real time as I'm recording this video that the AI, the language model, is actually doing this for me, which is incredible. I mean, imagine telling somebody that you could do this like 20 years ago. They would have laughed in your face, but this is where we are and it's an incredible time to be alive. So you can see here that it's refining interpretation. It's thought about it for 21 seconds. It's built the JSON files, the index files. It's gonna build all the backend dependencies, libraries, everything associated with a website like this. And honestly, it doesn't take long. Within a couple of minutes, you'll have something that's pretty much 80% done. If you're wondering what the difference is between Gemini Pro and Flash, as the name suggests, is much faster. So if you want to build something, it's a bit time sensitive, you might want to consider using Flash. If you've got time, you want deeper reasoning, greater context, then Pro is the one for you. But it is going to take slightly longer to build the same output. And when it's done, you're going to get something that looks like this. And honestly, this is not bad, right? Like for first pass, there's things that need improving. So it's bra with a H on the end, not a bra as in the women's garments. But aside from that, I like the colors. It's quite bold. I like this. This is superb. The images can be updated, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. But as a first pass, it's really not bad. It's everything I'm looking for in a gym website. Now, if you want images, my favorite place to find them is called Pexels. And the reason I like this is because it's freely available. You've got the commercial rights, so you can actually publish this on a website or a client's website and you can pay for it. The other option is you can use AI to do this. I don't like that for local businesses, small businesses, because I want authenticity, right? If you're gonna walk past the gym in your town or city, you want it to be recognizable, right? You don't want to use AI for that. And honestly, this is very easy to take pictures, even if it's like a local gym. You can just go there and take pictures on your smartphone. I've done it in the past, or just ask your client for photos. But if they don't have it and you just want to reduce all friction and close the deal as quickly as possible, head over to Pexels and just find a bunch of images that you like. Now, obviously, I'm going for the meathead aesthetic in the gym, so I'm going to look for images like this that are quite aggressive, kind of darker backgrounds and, well lit, but look like it's going to be like a dungeon compared to, like a bright gym. And just save a few of those images on your desktop. Now, when it comes to Google Gemini and images, you can't can't actually upload the images inside of the AI Studio platform because it needs to be hosted somewhere. It's just not going to work. So the way to do this is you need a public hosting platform. Now, the simplest, the freest, and the easiest way to do this is to use Google Drive. So this is my Google Drive. I've created a folder called Get Shredded Bruh, and I've just uploaded a bunch of images that I wanted on the website. So as a recap, here's the hero image. This is some guy that I found on Pexels, and then I've uploaded these four to kind of match the titles below it. And again, all of these are of Pexels. So you can see here that I've actually saved it on the drive. Once you have it, you just need to copy the shared link, and that makes it publicly available. And then all you do is just prompt it. You just tell it exactly what you want to do. I want you to replace the hero image with the link that I'm going to share with you. Do not change anything on the website. Keep the style, the transparency, the layout, everything the same. And then paste the link. So this is my Google Drive link for that particular image. Let's hit prompt and let Google Gemini 3 Pro do its magic. And then once it's done, you have something like this. Now remember, it's prompting, so you can change the dimensions, you can change the transparency, the look and feel. If you want inspiration, go back to Dribbble or any other website and just paste that into the prompting using either the URL or you can use a screenshot. Now this is a static site, and that's exactly why small businesses will pay you $1,000 or more for it. And that's because static means there's no back-end maintenance or configuration. The actual business itself, which is a gym in this example, doesn't have to spend time on the website, right? They want to be front office. They want to be talking to their clients. They want to get more clients to the gyms. And so they're more than happy to do this and let somebody like me handle the back end. And I know this for a fact because I go to a gym. I have friends that own gyms and I've worked for gyms. So I know exactly where their thinking is. Now you can actually make this glosser. You can make it more dynamic. And I've actually got videos on that, on how you can make it more dynamic using Google Anti-Gravity. So have a look at that video. But honestly, and take my word for it, as somebody who has worked with gyms, they don't want dashboards. They don't want complicated systems. They don't want to maintain anything. And for the most part, they're not technical, right? These guys are gym bros. They're personal trainers. They're very hands-on people. So don't think of this as a limitation. It's actually your superpower. And honestly, a website like this opens most doors that you're going to try and open, because most local businesses, particularly where I live, do not have anything that looks like this for a website. It's usually very templated with something like Wix, or it looks like a 12-year-old built it for them. And great examples of businesses that are willing to pay for this is obviously gyms, photographers, coffee shops, consultants, dentists, you name it. My tip to you is aim for businesses that have money, that have decent cash flow, because you'll always get paid on time, every time. And these websites are going for anywhere between $500 to $2,000 for something that you built in minutes. So honestly, it's the best use of your time right now. So now that the website is built, how do you host it? Well, this is the easiest step in the entire process, and it's literally drag and drop. So head back into AI Studio, and you want to click on this download button here where it says download app. That's going to download a zip file onto your desktop or whatever your download folder is. The first step is to unzip that file because you're going to need the folders inside of it. Once it's unzipped, you want to head over to netlify.com. So this is my personal favorite domain hosting platform. It's completely free. I think they give you something like 10 domains that you can host, and you don't need a domain name. So they're just going to give you some random domain name. But if you wanted to, you can actually upgrade the plan. You can actually, import your own domains and take care of end-to-end or hosting for your clients. You can obviously sell that as a monthly retainer, but I'll leave that up to you. So as you can see here, this is the website I showed you at the start of the video. This is the easiest way you can do this. This is easier than Vercel. This is easier than GitHub. All you got to do is literally drag and drop the folder that you extracted from the zip file. It will literally take about 30 seconds for it to extract, upload, and compile and configure. And then when it does, you're going to have something that looks like this, which is this website that I showed you. So now that you have the website, how do you find clients that are going to pay $500 to $2,000? This is my favorite part of the entire process. So let me show you. Head over to upwork.com. And if you're not familiar with Upwork, it's a freelancer platform, and they get something like 10 million new jobs uploaded every single day. So I've done a search for web design or web design freelancer, and you're going to get search results that look something like this. So this is a website stabilization and content implementation, a short-term project. The estimated budget is $2,500. So have a look at it inside of the job description here, and let's see what they want. So this is a US-based orthopedic surgeon. So they've got plenty of money. They're super rich, which checks one of my boxes. And then you look at project goals, right? What do they expect from this project? Make sure you can deliver all of this. And honestly, with language models and Google AI Studio, you absolutely can. You can actually troubleshoot and debug problems using language models like Google Gemini. It's actually one of the best use cases, and I do it all the time. So you can definitely do all of this scope of work in phase one. Phase two is content implementation. So they'll provide the content and you just upload it. Again, very straightforward. It's not a redesign, which is great. I don't want to redesign it. It's not branding work, great. It's not SEO. I'm not an SEO guy. So this ticks all the boxes. Here's another one. This is website development for a user-friendly and SEO optimized site. The budget is $1,000. And the third one, which is website changes. So we are looking to redesign our current website. The budget is $1,500. And honestly, they're not asking for much. They're really not. All you need to do is when you approach these clients is to make sure that the onboarding is on point. So you understand what they want, you understand the budget, and you understand the time frame. If you nail these 3 points, you're absolutely going to crush it on Upwork, and you're going to get as much work as you can physically handle in a solo business. You just built and launched a real website website completely free. And this is a skill small businesses will pay 4 figures for. You're not just learning, you're actually doing it now. And if you love this tutorial, click on the next video on screen. Watch that, leave your comments below, like this video, and I'll see you next time.